What a time to be alive as a Cleveland Browns fan. Welcome. Nice to meet you. It's been a while. The man of the people is here. The channel of the people is here. The Dog Check channel. Enough of that. Like, share. All right. We're talking about Deshaun Watson again. I didn't think I'd be here in 2026, but here we are. For some odd reason, Deshaun Watson, his name and his buzz is starting to creep up here in Cleveland media. Mary Kay Cabot was on the Ken Carman show earlier this week. You probably know about this, or maybe you're not, but you haven't caught the most important thing, our opinion on it. So let's get into it. She said, and I quote, let me get my quote here. Let me get my glasses out. Yeah. He did some quality reps in those 3 weeks. He was running scout team and doing some other things so they could see what his arm looked like, his agility, his footwork. From a physical ability, arm talent standpoint, he looked to some people as the most talented quarterback on the field. End quote. Number one, who are these people? I need names, I need file stamp dates, and I need signatures so I know it's actually official. And number two, I don't care what these people think because they're no longer in the building. That is the old regime that said he looked like the best quarterback on the field. What I want to know and what I don't understand is, why do we keep going in this hamster wheel when it goes to Deshaun Watson? Here's the hamster wheel, okay? This is how it goes. Deshaun Watson looks good in the offseason, looks good in shorts and a helmet, gets on the field, sucks. That's how it goes. And if you ever watched this channel before, or if you was ever at a watch party, this is not me trying to bag on Deshaun Watson. I was one of his defenders when it wasn't cool to be a Deshaun Watson defender. I wanted him to succeed. I made a short about Deshaun Watson breaking Cleveland records. Egg on my face, okay? Protein down my trachea. Yeah, we're keeping it. The point of the matter is this. It's time to let it go. Deshaun Watson era is over. He has not been good at football at the Deshaun Watson level that everybody wants him to be at since 2020. No matter how mad that makes a Cleveland Browns fan or how much in agony it just seems, it's the truth. That is 6 years ago. He was prime Deshaun Watson. Now you want me to believe in my soul after 2 Achilles injuries, a shoulder injury, he's going to come back on the field and produce at a high level? No, thank you. I will pass on Deshaun Watson. And I have facts to why I want to pass on Deshaun Watson. Let me go back to my trusty notes, and I quote, here are his numbers for his games played in Cleveland. 2022, we know the suspension, 6 games played, 7 TDs, 5 interceptions, 40.4 QBR. If you're a QBR person, I can care less about QBR, but that's just for the QBR people. 2023, 7 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 43.7 QBR. And in 2024, 7 games played, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 21 QBR before he got injured. His last 2 seasons ended in injuries, okay? Those numbers are pedestrian for a $230 million quarterback. Don't try to sell me on this bag of goods. Now he's just going to be great after 2 Achilles tears. I am good on Deshaun Watson. And here's another thing. I understand we want competition, and I understand all of that, but let's be real here. If we're going to have a quarterback competition, it should start off as Shedeur Sanders QB1, Deshaun Watson QB2, and that's how the season should start when they're in training camp. I don't want to see 50-50 split between Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. No. It needs to be Shedeur 1, Watson 2, Gabriel, you can do what you do. That rhymed and staying in there. That's how it should start under Todd Monken and company. Todd Monken has said great things about all quarterbacks. I can't wait. I would love to work with Deshaun Watson. Can't wait to get in there, something like that. And then he talked about Shedeur Sanders. I wanted to draft you, young man. I wanted to draft you. I want to work with Shedeur. So he's saying all the right things. But we need to do the right things. Shedeur Sanders, we all know the story. I am not going to go over it again, but we understand what his season was last year. We understand the fairness that he was not shown last year. Now we have an offseason where we have a chance for Shedeur Sanders to get reps at the beginning of offseason training camp. What I don't want is Deshaun Watson coming in here and messing all that up. I don't care if he's worth $230 million. Whoopity do. The pecking order should be Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson, and whoever else you want to throw in there to get some reps, just so they can get some reps and everybody else is happy. That should be the pecking order for the Cleveland Browns, because I believe that if you give Shedeur Sanders a full camp, no matter what haters want to say, when they're walking their two-legged raccoon down the street looking for a Ritz cracker, I truly think that he can succeed as a starting quarterback in the NFL. In worst case scenario, if Shedeur Sanders just can't do it, maybe I'm wrong and he can't be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and we have a carbon copy of last season, then you just draft another quarterback. That's the worst case scenario. Cleveland loves to do that anyways. They love drafting quarterbacks, so who cares, right? It's what they love to do. So that's what I hope happens. This Deshaun Watson stuff makes my blood boil, because I have seen this road before. I've seen this hamster wheel before with Deshaun Watson. It's not going anywhere. It's like going through a divorce and then going back and then divorced again and back again and divorced again. What are we doing? Let's move on from Deshaun Watson, please. This is the year of Shedeur. This is the year of Todd Monken. Let's see what he can do with this offense. And I bet you my worst scenario is going to happen, and number 4 is going to trot out there and ruin my soul. Let me know what you think. This is what the comment section is for. Do you believe Deshaun Watson will start in 2026? Will he start day 1? Or will it be somebody else that I'm not even thinking of that could ruin my entire season? Let me know in the comment section. I am over the Deshaun Watson stuff already. It needs to be Shedeur Sanders, and let's see what we got from there. You guys know the drill. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share. I appreciate all of you. It's 2026. Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champs, and if you listened to me, you would have bet on them. I told you they were going to beat down the Patriots. And if you stayed this long, at the end of the hashtag, at your comment, to let me know you've stayed for the whole video, hashtag Watson. That's it. Hashtag Watson. And you know the drill. You know the rest. Until next time, it's all love. Peace.